G'day guys, and welcome back to another review. And my heart's still pumping crazily. As you can see, the Cats had the Swans. This one's at Metricon, and it was the Cats by 6 points. I've probably can give 5 minutes on the last couple of minutes of the game, but the Cats found a way. I wanted the 4 points. I didn't want the heart attack and the cardiac arrest and all that sort of business. But yeah, the Cats won. They got into the top four for the 11th time in the last 14 years. Quite an incredible achievement in saying all of that, and a gutsy win. That's for sure. I don't know if we're entitled to win it or not, but Sydney, I reckon, will take a lot more out of that game than we did. Yeah, as we can see, Sydney are in front for most of the day. We kind of pinched it off them in a way. Yeah, it was weird. Sydney obviously kicked the first 3 goals. Their highest score for the, and I think their highest opening term, and maybe their highest score in any quarter. Potentially 34 is pretty high, because I think 47 or something like that might be one of the bigger quarters. But yeah, look, gave Sydney a really good start. Once they got a good start, they were going to be very hard to overcome, and luckily we did. It took Geelong a while. They were just lethargic, and skills were a bit all over the shop and a little bit fumbly, and it just didn't look very assured with the ball. So thankfully that changed after half time. I'm still just reeling on what could have possibly been. With some crazy decisions. I think from a Sydney Swans point of view, Papley and Hayward would probably like their time again. Hayward obviously could have kicked another goal here, or at least set one up, but he took all the time in the world, got pinged for holding the ball. Papley running into an open goal, Harry Taylor behind him, and he kicked a point. So, and he missed a few other chances, and obviously Geelong weren't perfect either. But what could have been? Don't even know how I'm doing this review right now, but yeah, look, Cats found a way, so they slip into 4th spot, and they'll play either Brisbane or Port Adelaide. All depends on what happens tomorrow night. There's probably more talking points out of Sydney, really, the way they played. And this is a very dangerous game for the Cats going in. Obviously, Geelong, a lot of pressure to, they've got to jump West Coast to go into 4th spot, so they're not already there. And obviously, Sydney, absolutely nothing to play for at all. Dead rubber for them. But also, I think, and it clearly showed that they had every reason to try and keep us out of the top 4, and get a big scalp and go into next year with a really big win. So Sydney are going to be back up there probably again next year. I think they've had a really good back half to the year, and chucking a fit Franklin and get some other guys going. I mean, again, like Sydney they were going to kick down the corridor all day. They were going to take every risk possible. So I mean, they gave themselves a shot, and definitely could have won. They could have been up by a lot more early on, and Geelong, to their credit, stuck to the process. And obviously, we started winning it out of the middle, and that sort of helped our fortunes a little bit. A couple of quick goals here and there really sort of gave us some stem in the flow. But yeah, we're really brave in that second half. Obviously, gosh, the last couple of minutes just kills me. I'm sweating. It's a hot day, and I feel like I need 5 showers right now. But yeah, and Dangerfield, obviously, without him, I don't think we win. He was influential in the final term, and obviously ended up with 3. But I'll go into that soon. I almost need a water. I'm nearly passing out here. It's just, oh, guys, it is crazy. I'm grabbing a water before I do pass out, because I don't normally drink waters. Well, during the videos, live's a bit of a different situation, but gosh, I need this badly. Okay, I think we're good now. Deep breath. I just need to compose myself. We were able to find a way. We eventually got ball movement going well, won some critical one-on-ones. That's where it comes down to in these really tight games, is being able to win more one-on-ones than the opposition and win those critical ones. Speaking of one-on-ones, Hawkins just can't believe it. He takes the mark. He's had a hell of a day. It hasn't been on his terms, and they could seal the win for the Cats. But it's like, no. That's a free kick. I don't know why. Studs weren't up. I don't know what the difference is between that and a normal specky, but he marked the ball. If he didn't mark the ball, I can understand it's unrealistic. I don't know what the umpire paid because I was just furious at it. Then I suppose the last few minutes was it was just stuff of nightmares really. Like Sydney in the back pocket, 39 seconds to go. So Dangerfield has a chance to. He's obviously got the ball inside 50. It's kicked right out into space for him, and he could have wheeled it around on the right. And whether he kicked a goal or kicked a point didn't matter. It would have sealed the game, but he tried to soak up some seconds, which is, it's kind of smart, but he could have sealed the game by just kicking a score rather than mucking around with the ball. And Myers has a shot. He's dead-eyed Dick, and this was about a minute or so to go, and this would have been 39 seconds to go, and obviously he misses a lot. He doesn't even register a score, so like just a point, a point would have sealed the win, and he missed it, everything. And I'm like, watching it with with Shorty Supercoach, and I'm like, oh, this is a nervous 39 seconds, and little do you know, they go straight down the corridor, straight down the other, and kick a goal, and there's 19 seconds, and I was like, this can't happen, this can't happen. And Sydney get the clearance, kicking inside 50, and they get a kick inside 50, and luckily it was smothered by Blitzarves and booted out. So that was a critical bit of play. But I don't know why Geelong do this to us. They make us they make you unnecessarily nervous when there's no need to have to create the nervousness. That's the life of a Cats supporter. So I mean, I wanted the win. Not as bullish going into the finals this year with that in mind. But Sydney are, they're a decent side, even though they're sort of down near the bottom. But they are definitely. I wish we played them earlier in the year because, oh gosh, I reckon any club would have given them a run for their money, and they have been competitive against sides like the Lions. It's just, it just should not have ever gotten that close after we were sort of already up. As you can see, Parfa kicked the goal, and all of a sudden Papley kicks one, and then McInerney kicks one, and it was full on. But that win out of the stoppages and some really good one-on-ones, some good pressure late. The thing is, though, we let Sydney run it out of the back line all day, which was why they were in the game, really. Like, they took so many intercept marks at centre-half back, and when they had a kick out, it was just outlets everywhere. So they never really had any pressure, which is probably more my concern than anything. And Richmond obviously go back to the 2019 prelim final, and obviously last week, a lot of the goals coming from the back half. And we've got forwards that can pressure, so it just baffles me how we can't bring it to ground, or even when it's on the ground, get the ball, because we've got so many crafty guys. You've got Rowan and Ablett and Dalhouse and Barfoot and these guys. You just kind of wonder, I mean, you're never going to be perfect all the time, but you just kind of go, okay, we're not marking the air, but then when it is on the ground, they're getting it. But Sydney were really good on the ground ball today, and as the stats show, they were better in that department, and they're probably going to be better in a lot of areas, really. They touch more inside 50s, and they use the ball so well. Like Sydney, not that we applied a lot of pressure, but they were sensational moving the ball out of the back line. They were pretty much picture perfect. So Cats just a bit more efficient inside 50, and obviously led the clearances because you could just see out of the middle. We were just we were finding a way just. Centre clearances 14-9, crucial. Just won the contested ball. But this is the concerning bit. Nearly plus 60 on the outside for the Swans, and that's why they were with that lack of pressure in those possessions, giving them opportunities to go up forward. We were good in the contested marks front, which probably helps us get over the line. 10-9, and it wasn't much of a tackling game. I didn't think there was, but we got the tackles, and that makes sense. At least we were working hard to some degree, but good on the 1%er, so gutsy win. 15 more than the Swans. Seems bizarre, really, but oh, gosh. This game was just cooked, honestly. I just could not believe what was unfolding in my eyes. But I've got to give the 3 to Paddy Dangerfield. 3 goals. He had such a quiet start to the game, and impact after quarter time was always going to be, ultra. And it was great that he went up forward and kicked straight. 3-2 next to his name, 14 disposals, 5 marks, 4 tackles. And he also got a clearance in there. But with no Paddy, no win for the Cats today. So required a pretty crazy individual effort, but found a way. I'm going to go 2 votes for Menegola. He got 25. 10 marks, 5 clearances. He was having a crack all day and did really well once again. And he's had a sensational season and also got a nice goal assist in there. So he'll probably have a bit of a look at an All-Australian jumper for sure. He's been remarkable all year and done a really good job. Oh my goodness. Yeah, 1 vote. This is going to be tricky. Yeah. I think I've decided. Oh, jeez, that is tough. Parfa kicked 2 goals. I nearly want to give a vote to the little master because he kept us in the game early. But was he better than Tom Stewart? That's my question. I'm going to go Tom Stewart. 22 touches, 7 marks. Again, he's their 500, nearly 600 metres gained. He was absolutely awesome once again and holding down the fort, down back for the Cats. And thankfully, yes, very, very good that he was playing in full flight. So I can't give a preview for next week because it's going to be Port Adelaide or it's going to be Brisbane, but we'll see what happens there. I'm just happy to be in the top 4 and hopefully a rest does us good this time, but we'll wait and see what happens. Normally buys work against us. Hopefully not. Hopefully not this time around. We'll wait and see. The Cats by 6 today. Certainly not a perfect performance, and if they're going to dish anything like this in finals, they can not bother showing up. But hopefully the Cats can win the first final. They haven't done so since 2016, and then this mob rolled us in the prelim. So after they got smashed by the Giants in the first week of the finals, hopefully the Cats can buck the trend there, and the bye doesn't work against them. And hopefully, Stanley comes back into the side. Radaglia he should make way for him. And that would be most pleasing. So, guys, chuck your comments down for this game because this was a crazy match. Great for a neutral fan, but absolutely shocking for a Cats fan. We were $1.15 favourites and nearly coughed it up and nearly coughed a top 4 spot up, which would have been an absolute disaster with how good the year's been. And you can see Geelong's percentage wouldn't have increased much today, but we were, I think it went up by nearly 1% or a little bit over 1%. We were 135%, pretty much the best percentage going around. Port Adelaide must have had a good win recently. Who did they beat? That's crazy. We were miles in front. Maybe they had a monumental win. Sorry, I've got to go back a week here. Yeah, I just remember us being miles ahead. Oh yeah, 50-point win and Essendon not kicking a lot helps. That's it, guys. that is it. Another crazy home and away season. Another Geelong top 4 finish. Hopefully, I've said hopefully 20 times in the last minute and a bit, but we can just string it together when it counts and when it matters. That's all I ask. We've been up there for a long time, and we need to make something out of it. That's it for me, guys. I've got to retire now, and I reckon have to have a bit of a rest and. Yeah, a bit of meditation. Who knows? We need to sort this out. So, thanks again, guys, for sticking around. Appreciate you watching on. Subscribe away. Like the video. All that amazing stuff. Thanks again. I'll catch you guys in the next video.